What if I told you that in 2008, Elon Musk was just days away from losing both Tesla and SpaceX forever? Not struggling, not "we'll figure it out," actually losing everything he had built. Banks collapsing, rockets exploding, cash running out faster than he could borrow it. And then he had to make one impossible decision that almost killed both companies at the exact same time. Stick with me until the end, because the one launch and the one Christmas miracle that saved everything will blow your mind. You're not going to believe how close it actually got. This is the raw, terrifying story almost nobody tells. Let's go back. Tesla was supposed to be the car that changed the world. The Roadster, an electric sports car that could hit 60 miles per hour in under 4 seconds and smoke Ferraris. But in 2008, the dream was turning into a nightmare. Delays piled up, costs exploded. The company was bleeding $4 million every single month. Prototypes kept failing, battery packs caught fire. Deliveries promised years earlier were still nowhere in sight. Inside the factory, the mood was heavy. Engineers were working 80 to 100-hour weeks. Employees walked in every day, wondering if this was their last paycheck. Elon wasn't some distant CEO. He was sleeping on the concrete factory floor, using his jacket as a pillow. He was taking every brutal phone call, every angry investor, every harsh headline. From the outside, it looked reckless, expensive, maybe even delusional. But as bad as Tesla was, what was happening at SpaceX was about to get even worse. SpaceX was trying to do something no private company had ever done: build a real orbital rocket from scratch, the Falcon 1. The first 3 launches, all failures. Launch 1, explosion shortly after liftoff. Launch 2, failed to reach orbit. Launch 3, in August 2008, the stages collided and both were destroyed in a massive fireball. Millions of dollars literally vanishing into smoke on live TV. Critics were laughing. Investors were running for the exits. And this was all happening while the worst financial crisis in decades froze every single dollar of funding on the planet. Elon had already sunk over $100 million of his own money into the 2 companies. By late 2008, he was personally borrowing money just to pay rent, sleeping on friends' couches, and going through a painful divorce at the same time. 2008 wasn't a bad year. It was hell. And then the situation became even more brutal. Tesla needed cash immediately, or it would shut down forever. SpaceX needed one final launch attempt, or it was game over. But there simply wasn't enough money left to save both. Elon faced the decision no founder ever wants to make. Do you save the cars and kill the rockets? Do you save the rockets and let the car company die? Or do you split what little you have left and risk losing everything? The pressure was crushing. The doubt was suffocating. No guarantees, no safety net. And what he chose next would decide the fate of both companies. September 28, 2008. A tiny island in the middle of the Pacific. The 4th Falcon 1 sits on the launch pad. Everyone at SpaceX knows the truth. If this one fails, the company is finished. The dream dies. No more chances. Countdown begins. Tension you could cut with a knife. Liftoff. The rocket climbs clean. No explosion. It reaches orbit perfectly. The control room explodes with cheers, tears, and pure relief. Elon smiles for the first time in months. That single launch cracked the door open. NASA started paying attention. But the story still wasn't over. Just days before Christmas, Tesla got its own miracle. December 23rd and 24th, 2008. Literally, the final hours before payroll would have bounced, Elon put in the last of his own cash and closed a critical $40 million funding round. Both companies survived by the skin of their teeth. Today, it's easy to look at Tesla and SpaceX and say, it was always destined to work. But 2008 proved the opposite. It wasn't destiny. It was stubbornness when everything was failing. It was vision when nothing worked. It was refusing to quit when the whole world was screaming, "Give up." Most people quit when success is still invisible, when all they see is the wreckage, the debt, the doubt, and the pressure. Elon kept swinging. That's why this story hits so hard. If he could survive that year, maybe the impossible is just one more launch, one more brutal night, one more impossible decision away. What would you have done in his shoes in 2008? Drop your answer in the comments right now.